Week 3, and we finally got it. Since it is Sunday and everything, and we do have the games going on today, I'm just gonna go ahead and go through the games a little bit. We're gonna start with the noon games, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play some Madden, and then I'll probably add in my 2 cents about the afternoon games afterwards, and then maybe come back. Um, this is all brand new to me, so we're this is just going to be a learning process, just as much as for you guys. But this is a passion of mine. I like sports. I like numbers, statistics, and shoot, I might be wrong, but this is the way that I feel and everything. But all right, let's go. The first one we've got the Patriots going to New York to face the Jets. And right now, the Patriots, they have won 14 straight against the Jets. So, honestly, honestly, my pick right here is going to be the Patriots, and it's because it's going to be because of Bill Belichick. Mac Jones has been consistent as of late. Unfortunately, yes, we all know Aaron Rodgers went down with the torn Achilles. Zach Wilson is back in, and unfortunately, Zach Wilson is 0-4 against the Patriots in his career. So he has not gotten anywhere close to beating Bill Belichick. That also these first two are the only division matchups. This is an AFC East division matchup, and then the next one's another division matchup and everything. And we've got I've just got notes and everything pretty much down that I just kind of pieced together um, and printed off. But over on ESPN, they're saying that special teams is going to decide the game. That could be. Um, but my spin on it is just Bill Belichick. He's going to be good with the play call. They're gonna control the ball. Um, Jets are going to struggle, even though that they're at home. So yeah, that's my prediction for their Patriots. Score for the game. Probably like 24 paid. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and write that down too. I'm gonna go ahead and give the Patriots 24 points, and the Jets will go with 10 points. So Patriots 24, Jets 10 today, and that's the first noon game. All right, now to our second noon game. We've got the 0-2 Texans going to Jacksonville to face the 1-1 Jaguars. There might ESPN's trying to say ESPN's trying to say that the Texans actually pull this out, and that the yeah, ESPN, there's NFL also, that there's a lot of people that say that the Texans are going to pull this off, and that they're going to have a lot of it. They're going to have a lot of turnovers on Trevor Lawrence and everything. And the Prince, I don't see that. I just don't see that happening. Um, Against the Houston defense that's not really ranked the best in the league. I mean, there's other worse teams, but Trevor Lawrence is starting to figure it out, and I believe that Trevor Lawrence, the Prince, will prevail. And with that, yeah, Texans ranked. There's where it is. The Texans do rank 5th in the league in pressure rate at 44%. And when Lawrence is pressured, he completes 44% of his passes. I feel like that might be a stat that is just a small sample size for this year. I don't think that's his career stats. Maybe it is his career stats. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. But the Texans do have a chance to have a positive out of this game, though. C.J. Stroud is through not 2 games, 91 pass attempts, and it doesn't have an interception yet. He has a chance. He had 44 attempts shy of reaching the top 5 longest streaks to begin a career and going from first to least, or we'll go from least to first. Carson Wentz and Desmond Ridder have 134. Tua had 153. Kyle Allen, 159. Tom Brady, 162. And Dak Prescott is at the top of the list with 176 attempts without getting an interception. So that's something to actually take away, is that actually C.J. Stroud, while the Texans aren't doing anything immaculate and everything, but it looks like CJ's kind of taking the necessary steps to kind of acclimate himself to the game. So this one's going to be a close one. Yeah, we're going to go Jaguars 17, Texans 14. This one I think is going to be the one that actually gets decided closely by that. Yeah, these scores too, I'm going off of the top of my head and everything. But yeah, that's Jaguars. Jaguars beat the Texans at home today. I've got that. Oh, this one. Broncos at Dolphins. This is Dolphins all the way. I don't even. Oh, man. It's looking for back-to-back 3-0 starts under Mike McDaniels, and this is their home opener. They got the best passing offense, and Broncos have the 21st ranked pass defense. So that's a very good matchup. I've got the Dolphins all the way in this one. Mike McDaniel, I love the Dolphins. Honestly, I'm more and more going towards that. Dolphins are gonna make the Super Bowl kind of for the AFC, and honestly, if Tua stays healthy, Tyreek Hill wants to have a record year, and if Tua stays healthy, I feel like he can hit that mark. I think, what is it, 2K? 2K receiving that Tyreek said that he wants to get this year? Yeah, I think it was 2K receiving that Tua said that, or Tyreek said that he wants to get. And if Tua stays healthy and everything, one thing is that Jalen Waddle, I almost said Jason. Jalen Waddle is ruled out, so he will not be in the game. Jalen Waddle is ruled out and everything. It's just going to be a dominating game at home. The home opener. The fucking Dolphins got the zoomies and everything, and honestly, we'll go back to the whole entire Super Bowl conversation, and it does lie on that offensive line and how that organization handles Tua, because that man was on pace to have one of the best seasons last year, and all the concussions and everything happened, and now he's back again. And I will tell you, At first, I didn't really necessarily believe Tyreek Hill when he said that when it comes to necessarily passing the ball versus like the field general aspect that Pat Mahomes has and whatnot. Go and watch Tua throw a. Go and watch Tua. Just go watch Tua's film. That man knows how to put the ball where it needs to be so his wide receiver does not break stride. Now you go over to Pat Mahomes and everything. Yes, he's a better improviser and field general and 2-minute warning, this and that. But you look at the actual passing and everything, and Pat Mahomes really isn't on. But he's got the championship, so Pat Mahomes still is QB number one in my opinion. Tua is QB number two until all of a sudden he could stay healthy and surpass the mark that the bar, pretty much, that Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and the Chiefs have set for a president in the NFL today. But anyway, yeah, again, Dolphins, we'll go, I'm going to go 28. I'm gonna be nice to you. Uh, we'll go 6. They gave them a couple field goals. Not a high scoring game, but like I said, dominating. I feel like the Broncos aren't gonna touch the end zone at all with that Mike McDaniel defense. Sean Payton's over there and everything, but the Broncos still 0-2. Russell Wilson, Broncos country, let's ride. Still got his. That is crazy too. Is just Wilson has a quarterback rating of 17 versus man coverage this season. Second worst. Kenny Pickett's got the worst. And Dolphins use man coverage at the third or highest rate in the NFL. Yeah, just altogether down bad for the Broncos today. But expect you guys out there with fantasy and everything. Expect for Tua to go out. Tua's gonna ball out. Tyreek's gonna ball out, and then I have a feeling they're gonna put it on the ground. So that means Salvon Ahmed and Gaskin. I think that they got Ahmed and Gaskin out there. I think still. Those are the running backs. So late game, you'll see some garbage points getting made because they're just going to force feed the ball to the running back because the defense has been dominating all game, and they don't need to put the ball in the air anymore. Unless Tyreek's just like, keep on feeding me the ball, I want these stats. I could see that happening too. But going back to that whole entire issue with Tua and his history with concussions, it's not really good to have him be out there. So kind of gotta keep an eye on that. All right, moving over. We got the Colts in Baltimore at the Ravens. Lamar Jackson's versus the Colts pass rush. Yeah, that's gonna be the Colts. Colts are second in the AFC with 8 sacks. They got 6 last week, and the Ravens are missing a couple of offensive linemen. Fantasy wise, expect Zay Flowers to have a big day. I've got that. Anthony Richardson, he is ruled out, so unfortunately he will not be in there, and that means the backup will be coming in. Oh yeah, Odell Beckham Jr. also is out. So those guys out there that have Nelson Aguilar and have some poor matchups for your wide receivers this week, you can probably get away with putting Aguilar in a flex position and still. But overall, I've got the Ravens winning this one at home. The Colts have injuries. Both sides got injuries, but Lamar is really good at escaping pressure. Um, he's dealt with not having an offensive line throughout his career. So yeah, even though I'm a Browns fan, I got the Cubs on today. I got to do laundry. The only thing that I have clean is Cubs stuff. Cubs or Clippers. That's my whole entire closet right there is sports. I've got Cubs, Clippers, Browns. Those are my teams. But all right, back to the Ravens and everything. Yeah, it says that the Colts are going to hold the Ravens and that there's going to be the pass rush is going to give Lamar Jackson troubles and everything. But no, I see Zay Flowers having a good week and everything. Aguilar getting in there, and the Ravens still proving that they can get it done on offense and everything. The defense will be behind them. Won't be a close game. I'll probably give it. I'll give the Colts 10 points and the Ravens 21. So I mean, like it's gonna be a two possession game, but I don't see it being necessarily close. But I could be wrong in everything. Again, put Zay Flowers in if you got him. He's gonna have a big day. And also, like I said, if you got some low matchups for your receivers and everything, and you got Aguilar, Odell Beckham Jr. is out, so Aguilar can see some action. And if the Colts show a lot of attention to Zay, that's exactly where it's gonna go. It's either gonna Mark Andrews or Nelson Aguilar. But yeah, 21 Ravens, 10 Colts. Ravens stay undefeated and win at home. And coming to this one, we have the Chargers at Minnesota facing the Vikings. Holy shit. Literally everything on ESPN is about Nick Chubb. But hey, also, Nick Chubb somehow only tore his MCL. Looks a lot better than what originally was thought. Originally was thought two surgeries. Looking like they might be able to get away with just one surgery. Don't really know, but that was crazy. And you guys can see up right here. I ain't gonna touch it again. That thing's staying on my wall, even if he never comes and plays it down again for the Cleveland Browns. On Thursday night, I had a buddy come over and watch the game with me, or not Thursday, Monday. Yeah, it was the Monday game. Duh. Monday Night Football had a buddy come over and I fucking took my Nick Chubb plaque off the wall and showed it to him, and then that happened. So yeah, I'm leaving my plaques on the wall. We'll go ahead and mark that up. But okay, moving on. We got. We might as well just go through. Actually no. Um, we're getting close, and this actually is taking a little bit longer. Chargers at Vikings and everything. Yeah, we got two teams that are playing each other that do not have a win, and I see the Vikings coming away with the win, not only because of the fact that they are not just because they're at home, but Herbert hasn't been apologies for that. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. Um, Herbert, I tried to say Herbert's not even going to throw for 200. But one interesting stat is Keenan Allen's only 111 receiving yards away to get to number 2 in Chargers history for receiving yards. And right now it's Lance Allworth at 9,584 yards. And again, Keenan Allen is only 111 receiving yards behind him for that. So, the Chargers secondary is pretty elite, but I see them having a down day today. And this one's going to be a close one, a defensive battle. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go Vikings 17, Chargers 14. I got the Vikings winning. We'll go by a special teams win, 17-14. Yeah, the secondary, Jay Jettas and Kirk Cousins are finally gonna connect, and we're gonna see that offense start to actually gain some. Yeah, I feel like the Vikings offense is gonna gain some traction. Also, another thing is about Austin Eckler is out in Vikings. The Vikings are great on the run defense. So, or no, Vikings have one of the worst run defenses in the NFL. And the Chargers are going to have to try to are going to game plan around the run game. And they got Josh Kelly, and I forget what they got a rookie out there. I'm believing that I forgot his name. God damn it. But yeah, 17 Vikings, Chargers 14. Vikings win. They get their first win of the year. Chargers still keep going through their struggles of losing a one-score game again. All right, we got the Bills at the Commanders, and I'm going to go ahead and go with the Commanders on this one. The Commanders have actually been staying consistent with it. And I feel ESPN said it, and I will agree with them that it's going to be a battle of Josh Allen versus that defensive line. And I feel like Josh Allen's just going to make mistakes. This is going to be the story of this year. Is going to be Josh Allen's turnover issues continue. And the question of how elite is he as a quarterback is going to come into question. But honestly, is there a downgrade in quarterback performance, or is it that across the board these defenses and secondaries, especially with the speed that they have today? I mean, where do we point the finger? Is the quarterback getting bad, or is the defense getting better? I don't know where to really point the finger on this one. But I know that I have watched highlights of. I haven't watched the Bills very many Bills games this year, but I did go through and watch highlights of the first 2 weeks of Josh Allen. And who was it? Like week 1, Whitehead that had the 3 interceptions on him. Completely. I just think that there's a lapse of judgment in there, and I feel like the defensive line's gonna get a hold of them. They'll still get a couple, so I'll go up to 21 for the Bills, but we'll give the Commanders 30 points. I'm going to give the Commanders 30, the Bills 21. Also, Brian Robinson, many men, he's been on a tear. Sam Howell can facilitate that offense, and they're getting wins. They are 2-0 right now, and I feel like they keep on going. Bills are on favored on the side as they have won 8 of the last 9 matchups against the Commanders. But I feel like this one might be the one where it switches over. Commanders cornerback Kendall Fuller is off to a hot start with a 9% target rate, being the best among all corners with at least 50 coverage snaps and a .2 yards per coverage snap allowed. And that's from NFL Next Gen. So yeah, Kendall Fuller's out there doing his thing. All right, we got the Falcons and the Lions. Don't hate me, Metcalf. Rich, if you see this video, don't hate me out there. Don't hate me out there, Lions fans. Ninja. Any of those guys that are out there that are Lions fans, but I know you guys are at home. These Falcons are hot. Bijan Robinson, Brian Many Men Robinson, and then the Falcons got Bijan Robinson. But Bijan Robinson is number 2 in the NFL right now after 2 games, and Desmond Ridder is just proving that, hey, all I gotta do is check the ball down to this guy, and he's gonna fucking get like 10 to 15 yards. Bijan, there was doubts among people about whether or not Bijan was going to be able to perform. I don't think that it was a question of being able to perform at an NFL level. I think people have just seen the players that go into the Falcons organization the last few years and not have success. So they kind of just went off of that. But Bijan, he's proven that he's out there, and that number 8 overall pick, the number 12 overall pick, Jahmyr Gibbs, is going to be out there for the Lions today. So we're going to have a matchup of a couple of rookie running backs. But Bijan Robinson, I feel like, is going to continue his tear of possibly being Rookie of the Year. Detroit's offensive line's banged up, and the Falcons' defensive line's going to take advantage of that. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on Jared Goff, and it's going to be tough to get those runs started. So I have the Falcons winning. We're going to go ahead and we'll put 24 for the Falcons and 17 for the Lions. Yeah, 24 for the Falcons, 17 for the Lions. Falcons get the dub on the road. Yeah, we're gonna run through them all. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games left. We got 2 more noon games, the 3 afternoon games. But moving on to the Saints, going to Lambeau. Now Jordan Love has looked very, very good settling into that offense up there in Green Bay. But I feel like today at Lambeau, going against this Saints defense, that he actually has a little bit of an awakening moment. And it's not that he's bad. I just feel like the Saints are going to come in there, and the Saints defense is going to execute well against Jordan Love. Yeah, nothing against Jordan Love's skill level. Of the 135 career passing attempts, only 11 have been at Lambeau Field. Yeah, Jordan Love has never started in Lambeau. So And it says the Saints are going to hold the Packers to less than 100 rushing yards. That's per NFL. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is out. Love's going to struggle again. Yep. Love's going to struggle against the Saints D. The Packers won't be able to get the running game started. And then you got Derek Carr. Chris Olave is going to have a day. So if you got Chris Olave on fantasy, make sure that you start him. Yep. Saints are gonna actually have a Saints are gonna have a field day. I'm gonna go 27 for the Saints and 10 for the Packers. Packers will make the get in, but yeah, Saints are gonna win. Derek Carr, Chris Olave, they're gonna have a day. That defense is gonna give Love. That defense is gonna give Love some good love. Yeah, that was bad. That was really bad. I'm sorry, everybody. And now to my game, the Titans at the Browns. And unfortunately, I do know that it is my team, but I'm nodding more towards the Titans side. I'm nodding towards the Titans side. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be all defense. Browns' run defense is top tier, so Derrick Henry's going to have struggles. There's not that much of a passing offense, so our secondary is going to be able to take care of that. But then on the other side of the ball for the Browns, we've got Deshaun Watson. Jerome Ford, honestly, he picked up my attention after the Nick Chubb injury. He went out and he did what he was supposed to do for the team when they needed him last week. So I'm really excited to see how he goes, but against this Titans defense, I feel like he's going to struggle. The offense in general is going to struggle. I feel like that's only. I'm going to give the Browns 7 and the Titans get 17. It's a 10-point win. Titans 17, Browns 7 today. Titans get the win. It's going to be a trench battle. Browns don't have Nick Chubb, so like Ford did well last week, but against the Titans defense, I don't see him doing that. And Deshaun Watson has a lot to prove. I don't think that he's going to do it in Tennessee. I don't think that he's going to do it against the Titans, where they are in Cleveland today. But yeah, 17 Titans, Browns 7. And that is it for the noon games. We got all the scores marked down. The videos are going to be saved on YouTube. Which afternoon game do we go with first? We'll go with this one. This one's actually going to be a game. Got the Panthers going to Seattle and everything, and I've got the Seahawks winning, even though for some reason I don't know why ESPN and NFL stats have Andy Dalton coming in to back up because Bryce Young missed practice this week, so it is going to be Andy Dalton starting. And if you bought into any skill players on the Panthers in fantasy, I feel sorry for you. Seahawks, Geno's going to shine today. At home against that Panthers defense. He's going to shine really well. Yeah, they say that Dalton's going to light up a Seattle defense and everything, and that's not going to happen. Andy Dalton is not going to have a game. Kenneth Walker's going to get. Kenneth Walker's going to show that defensive line what a running back looks like. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where the analysts on that side are thinking like, "Oh my God, this fucking Carolina Panthers. You know what the answer to beat the Seahawks is? Andy Dalton." That's never been the fucking answer to anything. Nothing against Andy Dalton. It's just, come on. Andy Dalton's gonna be the one that's the deciding factor. I don't believe it. I believe I believe Geno shines, even though it is going to be a high scoring game. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and Seahawks 30, Panthers 27. One score game. Yeah, Seahawks 30, Panthers 27. And now we get to the afternoon games that are blatant obvious ones. Our first one is the Cowboys at the Cardinals. I did. Yeah, these ones I really didn't even have too much notes on because the Cowboys are on a fucking fantastic tear. Best defense in the NFL on the Cowboys side. Um, if you've got players on that Cowboys offense, you go ahead and start them. The Cardinals have been getting good, but the Cardinals have been good at getting to the quarterback, but they haven't had an offensive line to fucking go against, and now they'll finally have an offensive line. So I feel like the Dallas offensive line is going to take care of business. You'll see Tony Pollard have points. It's gonna be a big day for the Cowboys offense. We're gonna go. Um, we're gonna go 28 Cowboys and Cardinals 9. I'm going to give the Cardinals 3 field goals. And that is because they're going to get lucky enough that they get down the field to get into field goal range and they're actually going to be able to get those field goals in and everything. But no, Cowboys are going to win this game. That's without a doubt. Another game that I might have some friends that are going to not like my take on this. I mean, not necessarily hate my take on it because my take is real on it. The Bears at the Chiefs. Chicago's going to Arrowhead. They are not going to win that game. Coaching's a problem. Justin Fields is a problem. I had really high hopes for the Bears this year, but then all of a sudden it just came in, and these first 2 weeks have been god awful. I'm from the Midwest. I've supported Chicago teams and everything. Obviously, I'm a Chicago Cubs fan. I'm a fan of the Browns though because of reasons. But I'll still give it to them, and I've got a lot of friends that are Bears fans. If I'm gonna pick anybody also out of the NFC North, I'm going with the Bears. And yeah, it's dude. They've got Pat Mahomes listed on here, and so there's an analyst from NFL.com that said that Pat Mahomes is going to toss 5 touchdowns and 3 of them to Travis Kelce this week. I mean, I got Pat Mahomes in two fantasy leagues, so if he drops 5 today, I've got him starting. I would not be mad at that at all. But please do not embarrass these guys. Even though I've I really think that it's going to happen. Bears at least get a touchdown and a field goal. So I'm going to go 10 for the Bears, but Pat Mahomes and that Chiefs, we're going to go 38 points for the Chiefs. I'm going to go 38 points for the Chiefs, 10 to the Bears. It tries to say first to 7 points wins, and it's been bad for both teams, which it kind of has been true. But it's been a lot worse for the Bears than the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are in Arrowhead. So I feel like they're going to be looking for redemption. And, yeah. Bears are probably going to win the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. Honestly, in my opinion, maybe look around to possible places to move Fields. Like if you're going to be in those Caleb Williams sweepstakes, you gotta get rid of the quarterback that you do have. Get rid of Fields and get capital so you can grab up on offensive line and build around Caleb Williams. Got Claypool, DJ Moore, and Darnell Mooney out there for Caleb Williams to throw to. So if you get him the protection, that's really I've got friends that I talk to that the actual Bears fans that are saying he's just Fields is back there just shell shocked. He never got the opportunity to actually settle down in the league. And not only that, but he's also got the curse hanging over his head that he's an Ohio State quarterback. So those guys never do well. But all right, moving along again. We got the Steelers at the Raiders. And I got the Steelers coming away with this one, even though they fucking took Nick Chubb. Thank God that they're actually starting to talk about it. We're bringing back Nick Chubb because I've seen a couple of reports that they're actually going to work on the process of coming up with something to protect the legs of these running backs because I don't want to say that Fitzpatrick going after Nick Chubb's knee was intentional, but I got my feelings. Fantasy owners, if you got Devontae Adams, he's going to have a good day. Jimmy G's going to get the ball to him, and he's got 116 straight games with a reception, the fifth longest active streak in the league. He's behind Hopkins, Kelsey, Stephon Diggs, and Zach Ertz. But with that Steelers, Adams is gonna probably get a couple touchdowns, so I'll give the Raiders 17, but the Steelers are gonna hit. I'm gonna go 28 for the Steelers. With that, J.J. Watt and the Steelers defense is gonna be dominating and whatnot against that Raiders offense. It says that Josh Jacobs gets his first 100-yard rushing game, and I don't see the game plan for the Raiders going that way. I don't feel like they're going to be in a situation where they have the ability to run the ball like that against the Steelers. But there we go, and that's Week 3's predictions from Beans. Worthy entertainment. Yeah.